So, Osa The Rover, episode 0. How did I get here? Just about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. I was on Craigslist, just searching for Rover related stuff, and came across 1966 Series 2A 109-inch wheelbase station wagon. It was very reasonably priced, and took my daughter and we went and looked at it, and I came away with all sorts of swirling ideas about a project, because God knows I need another project. So I obsessed over it for a week and a half, and finally decided to pull the trigger with my wife's blessing. That was the important part. Went and picked it up. Got a trailer from U-Haul, picked it up, loaded it on using the fully functioning winch, and drove it an hour and a half back home. Then we had to get it off the trailer, and you probably shouldn't do it the way that we did it, but we got it off. Now it sits in my driveway, waiting for me. The Rover's name is Osa. Why Osa? Well, because my daughter picked it out. She loves the word Osa. My brother and sister-in-law have a dog named Osa. The neighborhood cat is named Osa Cat. Her favorite shirt is a bear with a backpack and glasses. She just loves bears and the idea of everything being named Osa. So she named it Osa The Rover. So when she gets home from school every day, she wants to play in it. She's as much in love with the Rover as I am. I got a lot of stuff to do before I can get the truck in the garage. I need a swear jar too. Maybe that can fund the new chassis. I like the idea of a big project. The problem is I like the idea of a big project a little bit more than I like the idea of actually doing the project. But in this case, I'm really excited about it. I'm excited because I don't know shit. I know nothing. But I have some big ideas. And part of the problem is that I've been watching people like Rover Tasmania on YouTube, and just watching how he just dives into things has really kind of been the kick in the butt to say, all right, do it. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to learning a lot. There's a lot of work to do. Things I know right away. I know that it was recently, within the last decade or two, painted a not very nice shade of green. Originally it looks like it's limestone underneath the green. But the green's got a nice patina to it. I don't know if I want to do anything to that just yet. The bulkhead looks to be in pretty decent condition. The wings are in good shape. They just look a little rough paint-wise. The roof's in great shape. The interior's in pretty good shape. It's got a banjo steering wheel. The chassis. The chassis is a dog. It needs to be replaced. The rear cross member is rusting out from under it. Yeah, and a lot of the other cross members aren't in much better shape. So we're looking at a new galvanized chassis. What else? The engine. The engine is in the back. It's got a hole in the block about the size of a beer can. So it's currently non-functioning. I've been trying to source a new 2.25 petrol engine, which has been like pulling hen's teeth. There's a guy who's got one, but he wants $5,000 for it. But I do have a line on a 2.5 liter petrol in Texas, which is 11 hours away. But apparently it's in running shape. Just got pulled out of a Defender 90, so that may be my swap, and the price is right. So we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully I can get my hands on that. Then I have to worry about installing the engine and seeing if the transmission works, if the transfer case works, because right now it's just kind of a big question. I know it shifts and the gears engage, but that's about it. Footwells are junk. The seats are junk. They all need to be recovered. What else? The back's in good shape. Needs new springs. Rear springs are essentially flat because it's had an engine sitting in the back for the past 6 or 7 years. The last time it was registered was in 2005. So that was 13 years ago. That's probably when he blew a hole in the side of the block. But yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, I'm in way over my head. But I think that's kind of the exciting part of it. Do I know if I can do this? I don't have a clue. But I'm going to try. And hopefully there are enough people out there who have done this before that can help kind of guide me along the way. So my goal with this channel, just kind of to document this whole experience. Not really knowing what I'm getting into. I am by no means a mechanic or an engineer or anything that's kind of mechanically oriented. So I'm going to be figuring a lot of stuff out. Hopefully I get some comments that can kind of help guide me. But as it stands right now, there's a lot to do. So it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. Well, so hopefully my gripping narrative has at least piqued your curiosity a little bit. My goal is to do one of these a week. Hopefully kind of document what I'm working on and where I am. And hopefully I'm able to kind of make my way through this thing. As always, any comments are appreciated, and go ahead and subscribe, and let's do this thing.